Hi there, my name is Mike Grieve. I'm Managing Director of the Sub Club in Glasgow, which have operated in one capacity or another for the last 25 years. It goes without saying that these are enormously difficult times for everybody, and relative to the health emergency and the life and death nature of everything that's going on round about us, the nightclub industry and the broader nighttime industry perhaps seem like a frivolous diversion, but in actual fact, both culturally and economically, these are very, very important businesses which it's vital that we protect. Whilst I welcome some of the moves that have been made by government to try and support businesses, I think generally the announcements that have been very big in rhetoric and very small in detail and practical support that we can access. That's why I'm particularly keen to support the initiative from the NTIA for the big freeze. Just to outline a few of the frustrations and the circumstances that we find ourselves with. Starting with the coronavirus job retention scheme. The idea of being able to pay staff members 80% of their salaries or wages, I think was a very welcome announcement. But there's a chronic lack of detail available to us at the moment in terms of how we're going to be able to do that. Obviously, we want to keep all our fantastic staff employed, but at this point, the HMRC portal doesn't even exist. And, beyond that, and of immediate concern to us is there's no information on what the period that we would average wages from, given that almost all the staff are part-time and on variable hours. So it's very difficult for us at this point in time to process any kind of payroll before this weekend without further information. The other big announcement, headline announcement, the £330 billion support package was the coronavirus business interruption loan scheme. The reality of that is that the banks are looking for directors' PGs on any loans. So effectively, directors are being asked to put their own homes on the line to borrow money, to pay wages, with zero certainty of getting out the other side. And not only that, you've got the usual hoops to go through that any business loan application involves. Beyond that, irrespective of the fact that they're supposed to be interest-free, you still need to pay them back. And, it's a big question about where does the money come from to pay that back. It's hard enough to make a profit in our business without incurring costs for further down the line with no tangible prospect of being able to cover them. And the last thing that I wanted to mention in this is rent relief measures. And again, we find ourselves in a situation where, I appreciate it's difficult for independent landlords, such as our own, because they've also got cash flow difficulties. But, the rent holidays which some landlords are offering, they're neither long enough nor substantial enough, and actually they only defer the payment. So similarly to loans, we're expected to pick up the tab later. So, where does the money to pay that back magically appear from? Like I say, I appreciate the existing support such as it is, but we need more than big headline statements about ploughing unprecedented billions into the economy. We need hard and fast solutions to very real problems which affect all our livelihoods. That's why we're asking you to support the NTIA and the Big Freeze campaign.